Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Maria. Today we are making two DIY hula hoop Christmas decorations. Let's get to it. Okay, so here I have seven ornaments. They're small size ornaments. I already had these on hand. They are different sizes. Doesn't matter what size you use. And then I have some yarn. I didn't have any white string to put in the bottom of like to attach to the ornaments. So I used the yarn because it was like gray color and I just pulled it apart a little bit and then I took one of the strings out and I made a knot on the ornament and then I cut off the excess like short string that was left over. Um, After I do that, I move on to the next step. But these don't have to be the same size. Like I use the small ones on this one, and then but there is like one that's bigger than the other one. So I use the big one, then I use the other small ones and stuff. But you'll see how that turns out. Okay, so I got this gold tray from the Dollar Tree, and it's just been sitting on my shelf with nothing to do. So I grabbed the two Jenga block pieces, and then there's a set that the dollar store has that has like three rings on it. This is the smallest of the three. And then I glue the two blocks on the bottom to hold that in place. And then I put this little, you can say like a little piece of wreath on the top with little berries and the pine cones. I got that from Amazon. But everything I use on this video, of course, will be in the description box below. So after I glue that in place, I start to glue the ornaments. I put the big one first, and then I put the red one, then the gold, and so on. Um, the last three, I don't know why I didn't put the red in the middle, but I was gonna take them off, and I said, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it like that because it looks fine. It doesn't matter to me. I just ended up instead of putting the red in the middle, I didn't. But anyway, moving forward, the little gnome that's right there, I actually made that using fabric and some beads. I have beads with different sizes. I put some twine through it and then I just connected all the beads together, made the hands, the feet, and then I put like a small one of those small blocks in the inside just to have it like help it stand straight. So I did the fabric, put it all together. I do not show that in this video. I was doing that just for fun, just to see how it came out. So anyway, I grabbed a string, I put it on his hands, like I put him on the little block, and then I grabbed a string, put it on his hand. Don't know why my mind was just working backwards when I made this craft because I clearly should have put the lights on here before I glued everything on the ring, which I did not. So if you decide that you want to make this, please put the lights before you put everything else onto the ring because that was pretty hard. So after I was done with that, because these lights are pretty long, and I couldn't really move everything around. I didn't want to take everything apart to put it back together. I ended up just wrapping the last bit of it around the tray, which actually ended up looking really, really cute. So after I put that in place, I do glue it in some spots. I make sure that the lights are working fine, and then I put it in a spot where so I can just press the button. But I want to make sure that the light is still able to press the button. That's why I turned on the lights a couple times. But then I glued the little box onto the little tray. Then I grabbed this tree. I did cut the bottom off of that, and then I glued that to the tray and the ring. Um, some of these things are from Dollar Store. Like I said, everything will be in the description box below. Then I grabbed some cotton balls, and after I unrolled them, I put them onto the tray because it's supposed to be like the snow on the tray. Once that was done, I then grabbed the gift boxes that they're like ornaments, also from the dollar store, and I put them like around. I put three on one side, and then I put one by the tree. Um, but you see how that comes out. I think it came out really, really cute. Okay, so that's how it looks like when it's done. Simple, but also cute at the end. So the next craft, I have this piece of wood that I bought, of course, from Amazon some time ago. I only used one. It was like a pack of 5 or 6, and I used one. And this is the second ring, but this is the middle ring. This is the medium size. It's not the large one. So I got the white tree, and then I grabbed. This is another ornament from the dollar store, and I grabbed the that little red berry that was on there just wasn't in the right place, so I took it off and then glued it back in place. Didn't like how it was looking. So this is my glitter paint additive that I use to put the glitter onto my paint. So I use that. I have that in silver and gold, and I use the silver one with some white paint, and I mix that in. I only put a little bit. The glitter is very, very fine. You do not need a lot. So it's a little bit goes a long way, I'll tell you, because it's a lot. And so I mixed it in with the paint. And this is White Swan by DIY Paints. And then I paint just that bottom piece because I wanted to leave that wood he's showing. I didn't want to paint that white because I like the way that looked. So I painted that in white. And then I moved to, this is the tool that I had left over. I think I used this for another craft, Halloween, I think, or something. But this is like a silver, a really light like silver. So I grabbed that and cut one into 6 inches, and then there wasn't much left on this row. So I'm not sure how many times I did it. But I rolled it all up, then I cut one side, cut the other side, and then I cut it right in the middle. So I start to loop that around the ring. It does not cover the whole ring. It just does like a little bit on the side because I want it to be not right above, but I want it to be like on the side. But you'll see what I mean in a minute. So I after I put that together, I said, you know what, let me just paint the bottom because I didn't like how the tree had the bottom in brown. I wanted to make it white. So I do the same thing with the paint, and I paint the bottom of the tree. And again, the lights, I wanted to add lights to this too, but this one was easier because I did not glue the tool onto the ring. So when I start to put the ring on the side, I'm like, ugh, I forgot the lights again. So what I did was I grabbed my lights and I started to wrap my lights around it. The paint on there was still a little bit wet, so I had to use my heat gun to dry that up a little bit. But that's when I realized I needed my lights. So before I glue that in place, I put the lights around here. Like I said, these lights are pretty long. So I spaced them out by 2s, and then I just went around them and then moved them over. And that's what I did. I ended up doing that. This was a lot easier than doing it with the ornaments already on there. But couldn't even get my words right. Goodness. So a lot easier. But I went around this twice, and then I kind of went back a little bit just to make sure that it was all wrapped up. So once I did that, because I wanted the tool to be on the side, not right above it, I did move that over a little bit, and I made sure that the lights were, or the little box from the light was in a certain position that it'll be behind the tree, because that's where I wanted it to be. So I did put glue on the piece of wood as long as the tree, and as well as the tree, and then I put some on the little box that has the light switch on. And then I put some like in the middle, but I don't think I put that on here. But I did put the extra glue just to make sure that everything was in place and the ring was not moving anywhere. So these ornaments I did pick up from the dollar store, and I only needed 5, but I always use the extras for something else, of course. If you see my videos, you know what I do. So I took the back piece off of it, and so I really didn't need it, and then I just start to glue them. So I only get 5, and I start to glue them like right below the tool. So yes, some of the lights do get glued and stuff, and that's fine. But then I start to cut the tool to make sure it's all evened out correctly because some parts were longer than the others. So once I did that, I put the reindeer in the front, and I put the glue on the feet once I figure out where I want him to stand, and then I glue him in place. These are two simple hula hoop. This is what they call these Christmas decorations. I thought they came out really, really cute. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Which one was your favorite? I like them both. The first one was a little bit more simple. It was the first one that I was making and wasn't sure how I was gonna do it. But I thought they both turned out really, really nice. But if you watch to the end, please like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, and I'll be making more home decors coming up and also gift ideas. Thanks for watching. Bye.